But let's get into this game. Game number 2 between Sacsri and Lillekanin. Spawning in the top right hand corner as our red Terran player. Playing for Red Blood's pro esport team. It is going to be Lillekanin. Currently 1 point down. And his opponent, who has taken the game in game number 1. It is going to be the yellow Zerg player Sacsri from mYi.Insanity. Now in the game number 1, we did see that Hellbat Marauder with concussive shell composition. It looked very powerful. All the Zerglings just got roasted away. So many queens fell. But in the end, Sacsri was able to hold on with the queens getting so much damage done with the extra range that they do have over the Hellbats. And once the Marauders were done, he did not have a good answer for those. He did not have a good answer against those spine crawlers either. So those chipped in quite a bit of damage too. But we are going to see another gas first opening for Lillekanin. No, he's not going to go for a gas first opening. He is going to go for a very quick barracks on the other side of the map. Not an 888. Just an extremely fast barracks, most likely going to be for a proxy marauder. But did that over... Yeah, he already spotted it. That is going to be pretty painful. But that still means that he can just cancel this and still go for a barracks back at home. This barracks is not going to finish at all if Sacsri even pays even a little bit of attention to this. Wherever that SCV is, he's going to get the damage done. And he already started the barracks back at home. The SCV only being at 10 health will be very annoying to take the natural base. But it has to return back home. One more hit will kill off that SCV. And slowly but surely a natural base can be taken. But, well, at least Lillekanin did a very good job in delaying that as much as possible for only a few minerals. But behind this, we do have the gas mining, of course. So he's still going to be able to go into a factory the moment that this barracks does finish up. So not the biggest of deals for any build order of Lillekanin. Just unfortunate that it was scouted for him. But he wanted to go for the Marauders. I'm pretty sure about that. I've seen him do that quite a few times before, and it can be very powerful. They do have a lot of hit points very early on in the game. So they seem to stay alive forever. With no Reaper, no Reactor. He's getting a Marine. And this can be a little bit of a mistake for Sacsri, but I do believe that that Overlord should still be able to make it out alive. Behind us, do we see the Reactor come down? Yes, we will. So still a Hellion follow-up after this. But still a build in which Lillekanin needs to do damage in the early stages of this game. Now the Marine is going to be out, but there's no more high ground vision, so the Marine will return back home. The Zerglings are trying to get in. He's focusing on it. He needs to lift it. He does get it. Only one SCV is left for dead outside of that main base. But those Zerglings do not have speed, so a little bit of micro is required to take it out efficiently. And that lift up, it cannot happen. It cannot happen because once that barracks does lift, the Zerglings will just hop under it. He does get it once the Zerglings are completely on the low ground. And that is the timing that he wanted to avoid. But that double Hellion production can start right now. Immediately also the starport is going to be built. Are we going to see a tag lab from this barracks? It is going to be a tag lab, so this is a very standard 1-1-1 build. So most likely Banshees is going to be the name of the game for Lillekanin. But inside the main base of Sacsri, he's getting his double gas geysers for the gas income. And of course for the lair, that is going to be very useful for that, because this is even most likely going to be scouted. The barracks has finished up the tech lab. Yeah, you can switch it out. Tech lab on the starport. And the Banshee should start immediately. But still no natural base for Lillekanin. Spine crawls being started at the front. Roach Warren on the way. He's going to be ready for these Hellions. One of them does get picked off for free. Even the creep tumors were cancelled right there, so he wouldn't lose them. So his creep spread can continue at this position. And Sacsri really is in a very good position. Cloak is on the way for Lillekanin though, so still potential to get some damage done. But the first unit he went for is that medevac, not a Banshee, just a medevac. So he's gonna go for for Hellion drops or for Widowmine drops. This is a very funky strategy. I do have to say I did not see it before it at all, but Sacsri is still going to be in a good position. He's getting his lair down, so after that he's going to be able to start his overseers. He's already getting spore chronos in all of his bases, and he's going to have detection pretty much everywhere. Roaches can be built, and roaches are pretty decent against those Hellions and also against Widow Mice because they don't do a whole lot of damage. Oh, but these workers are so stacked up. A lot of drones slaughtered right there on the barbecue. 7 already being killed off. He's evening up the score just a little bit, but the queens have retreated. Queens completely surrounding these Hellions, and they are in a tough spot. They will get killed off, or at least one of them will. And he might try and go towards the natural base. There's not a whole lot of damage output here. There are a lot of drones here, so he's going to get an extra few kills right there. And the barracks are going to negate a whole lot of that damage already. And one of the Hellions will still make it out alive. The barracks even surviving. That barracks, of course, pretty important if you want to get extra factories going. But I'm not quite sure if Lillekanin is even looking for that at this point. Another lift off of 3 Hellions and a Widow Mine inside that medevac. And there is going to be the drop. The Widow Mine not with the rest of the army. It's going to be pretty... Wow, he's just moving through there. If he burrows now, oh, there could be a beautiful shot here. No, he's going to go off on the Overlord. Lucky drones right there. But one Hellion still being alive. Sacsri still has a very decent supply lead. He is up 11 workers and mules. Oh, mule is going to be pretty good. I'm saying mule because there's no expansion just yet for Lillekanin. He's getting an extra Stargate though. And he is getting... Oh my, what is this? What is this play? There's a fusion core is on the way. 1 base battlecruiser. That is pretty epic, but the natural base is not even going to happen because the lair is done. And there's creep on all of the bases that he can take. So 1 base battlecruiser. Can you even produce 2 battlecruisers off of 2 Stargates? Off of 1 base? I don't even know. But he's going to have money for at least one of them. There are 2 Banshees here trying to support those battlecruisers once they come out. But it's going to be another hour because the build time on a battlecruiser is insanely long. He's just waiting for that fusion core to be done before he starts production on it. But the Banshees, going to be very annoying. And still, of course, no 3rd base for Sacsri just yet. Another drop of Hellions, but the Roaches are ready for them. 2 of them do remain alive. The Banshees do try to move in, but there's an Overseer here and 4 Queens, and you cannot really go into that. But now, we do have 1 battlecruiser on the production tab. He needs the gas for another one, because I do believe that they are 400, 300 in cost. 400 minerals, 300 gas. But does he already know about this? He already is getting the Spire. He does not know about the fusion core just yet. But 2 battlecruisers on the way. Mutalisk are even gonna be here. Mutalisk gonna be exceptionally well against this, because against the Hellions and the Banshees, of course, because not a single unit can hit them. But against the battlecruisers, those Mutalisks are not going to do anything. And off of the one base, he is really lacking that gas. He is getting one of his battlecruisers, but he cannot start another one. He's lacking 120 gas to make that happen. But 1 battlecruiser, it should be able to beat 8 Mutalisk, I do believe. But the Hellions still trying to get the damage done. But too many Roaches, too many Queens are in position. Also, the Mutalisk are, of course, out, but the battlecruiser is with the rest of this army, and he has to retreat. Second battlecruiser is about to pop out. He's gonna have Muddy for another very soon. Now he's pulling the boys. He is gonna go for that battlecruiser all in, but there's gonna be the GG as the battlecruiser is gonna go down. 2-0 victory for Sacsri with some very funky strategies from Lillekanin. But Sacsri does manage to win it. We'll move forward to the semifinals.